live from the Bommarito Digital Studio.
Happy Tuesday to you, St. Louis. Oh, we hope you are having a great day and you were able to get out into the sunshine this morning. I tell you what, I always think of the month of March as a pivotal month when it comes to college. Some people are on spring break. Other people are thinking, okay, when does my semester end? That does not have to be the case, because there is a school that you can check out where you can kind of go at your own pace. If your pace is fast, that's awesome. If it is a little slower because you have all of life going on around you, that works too. And that place is WGU Missouri. So excited to talk to our friend Dr. Angie Bessendorfer this morning. She is the chancellor of WGU Missouri. How are you doing on this Tuesday?
I'm fantastic.
Dr.
Glad to be here.
We're happy to have you. And Dr. Angie, I have a feeling as we wrap up one month and look ahead to a new month, April 1st, you are pretty excited because over at WGU University, you don't have the typical quarters or semesters. You guys get to start with new students
every month. And so we probably have about, I would say, close to 7,000 students ready to start with us on April 1st. And so that happens for us about every month. And nationwide, we're serving these students, and they get to do it on their own terms, figuring out how to fit life with college all together in their own way.
And that is so nice, because I think something all of us have learned over the last year is that life is crazy, and there's a lot of life that's happening, and it's so wonderful that there is a school that allows working adults to continue being working adults, but also to focus on themselves and their aspirations for their future too. That's what WGU Missouri does.
Well, you know, we really do. We like to empower our students to be able to accelerate, to figure out how to fit this with their life, and to be in control of when they take their tests and when they decide to turn in their papers. Because, you know, Tuesday might not be the greatest day this week. Next week it might be, but this week. And so when you're at the whim of, you know, you have to do things on their schedule, it makes it a lot harder. But at WGU, it's your schedule, and you can even take a test at 3 in the morning if that's when it's best for you, and it'll be proctored and it's going to be real and all of that. And so being able to fit school with your life is one of the big.
And that's why you are going to have 7,000 start on April 1st. It's really amazing. I'm going to pull up our Facebook feed, because for any of you watching who have questions about WGU Missouri, definitely ask one, and then I can ask Dr. Angie that directly. And as I do pull it up on my Facebook feed, if you wouldn't mind, Dr. Angie, please walk us through some of the different kind of programs that you offer.
Oh, happy to do that. So WGU is we're a private nonprofit university that was created by governor, focused on those high workforce need areas. And so our degrees will lead to good jobs. And that's why we know on average our graduates are earning about $20,000 more than they made before when they graduate within about 4 years. And so you can earn a degree at WGU in business, education, IT, and health professions, and you can earn both bachelor's and master's degrees at WGU. And so we really focus on those things that are going to be life-changing for people, so that way they can be in control and make more money and create a better life for their family. We're about changing lives.
And as you were answering that question, I was not only able to fire up Facebook, I was able to look down at our feed, and we're seeing so many graduation pictures, and something that sticks out to me in each of these pictures are the smiles on these graduates' faces, because once they have finished this, as you mentioned, they walk right into.
Right. So 70% of our students are working full-time while they attend school full-time. So they're already working, and that difference of that next job, that promotion that they've really been wanting, but they couldn't check the box because they need a degree. Now they're able to do that. And so I hear stories all the time about our graduates who got the dream job that they've been setting their eyes on, and that it's happening for them. And so it is one of those things that our graduates graduates are constantly telling us about the successes in their life after coming to WGU.
We are getting some comments. Mary is saying this is great. Mary, I agree with you. And it looks like Anissa has asked, does WGU Missouri have scholarship opportunities?
We definitely have scholarship opportunities. We award a lot of scholarships. In fact, we awarded $16 million in scholarships across the nation last year. And so big numbers of scholarships. However, what I'll say is it's not for those people, I can remember sitting in school and the scholarships went to certain people. That's not the way WGU is designed. So we are designed for the real people, right? And so we have scholarships for real people, and they vary from different kinds of things. Like right now we have the WGU Missouri $8,000 scholarship for our 8th anniversary. But we also have some real strong focuses on those who have, really faced some financial barriers. Our Equitable Access Initiative, we're awarding $6 million towards that. And that has 3 different types of scholarships and grants. One is the Opportunity Grant, and it's $10,000, which pays 70% of your tuition. The Resiliency Grant is a $4,000 grant, but it's more focused up front. So it's less money up front. So if you accelerate, then that's going to be a great thing for you. And it's designed really for those people who might have lost their jobs in the pandemic. And then we also have an online access scholarship for those people who really are smart enough and they can be successful, but they don't have the means to even have online access at home, that broadband piece of being able to get online and to do that. And so this scholarship provides a refurbished laptop and then pays the monthly fee for your internet service, including hookup, as long as you maintain yourself as a good student. And so there's a lot of opportunities for scholarships and grants at WGU.
And Dr. Angie, you mentioned the pandemic. It's no secret that most industries have been hit with layoffs and furloughs, my industry included, so many different business industries. I have a feeling maybe this time last year, some of your current students didn't think about going back to school, but when the pandemic happened and they found themselves looking for work, they were able to say, okay, well, maybe now is the time where I can focus a little bit more on myself. I'm sure you have heard stories like that all over the last year.
I have, really there's 2 categories for that with how the pandemic impacted our students. One is the current students that we had, that were already with us. If they lost their job, they could double down and they could now spend the time that they would have spent at work on WGU to accelerate to graduation. We're one of the only universities that you can actually be in control of how long it takes you to complete a degree by how much time you put in. And so we had many students who accelerated to earn their degree last year. In fact, we graduated 47,000 students in 2020. Wow. So an incredible number. But the second way that it did impact us is that people were like, I need a degree and I need it now in order to be able to get back out there in the workforce. And again, because of the competency-based learning model, where a course literally takes you as long as it takes you, students were selecting WGU because they can accelerate, because they can be empowered to be in control and not at the pace of a typical university. At WGU, we have a flat fee for tuition for 6 months of education, all you can learn, for about $3,500. So people who now had time on their hands, either from losing a job or no longer having that 2-hour commute, they now have time and they can invest that time in themselves to earn that degree and then better provide for their families.
And they don't have to wait until the fall semester or the winter semester. As we said at the beginning, they can start right at the start of each new month.
Exactly.
I love that you also are looking to help out other people. So if you would, please walk us through about the Fund My Classroom initiative.
This is near and dear to my heart. As a former teacher, I absolutely know what our teachers are doing for our kids, and especially in this last year, the things that they needed and what was going on in their classrooms was not what they were expecting and all of that. But we have an initiative that we've done for several years now at WGU Missouri that focuses on teachers. Really, it's for Teacher Appreciation Week. And so teachers spend a lot of money out of their own pockets. And so we have created a system where it's a grant where we have Fund My Classroom. And so anybody can either nominate themselves if they're a teacher or nominate their child's teacher or a teacher that they know to fund a project that teacher has really been wanting. Mm-hmm. You know, they spend money all the time, but there's always that, if I only had, $200, I would do this or whatever. Those are the kinds of projects that we want. We want to know, what is it that you would really love to do for your kids, but the school doesn't have the money and you're just not ready to commit to that. And so the Fund My Classroom program is something that you can sign up for now and submit and nominate teachers, and then we'll collect those until about the middle of April, and then we'll make a selection and we'll award those during Teacher Appreciation Week. It's my favorite week of the year.
I bet it is, and kudos to WGU Missouri for doing that. You don't have to do that. You are choosing to do that, and it's amazing. Our last question before we let you go, what degrees or programs are really popular right now?
Great question. So there's a lot of degrees that are really popular right now. They include things like cybersecurity. It's a hot area. It's important. And so cybersecurity is a really hot degree right now. There's some business degrees that are really hot within that marketing area, because with online marketing and the way things have changed, they need those fresh ideas. And so that's another good business degree. In addition, our MBA programs. You can go get an MBA in lots of different places, but you can't do it on your own terms and this fast and be earning that extra money at that point so quickly. And so the MBA programs, and then I would just say that the upskilling of teachers is another area, but my favorite is that para to teacher pathway. We have a lot of people who are paraprofessionals who have been hit by the pandemic, who have realized, I need to be at the front of the classroom, and this is a way they can continue to work and also earn their degree.
And that is huge, because we've reported on News 4 about teacher shortages all over the country, and it's definitely happening right here in the bi-state. Dr. Angie, it's always so good to see you. I get so excited when I talk to her because I can see so many different futures opening up thanks to all the programs offered at WGU Missouri. And if you see yourself having your future opened up there, or maybe a significant other or a child's, whatever the case may be, get in contact with this organization. For more information about WGU Missouri, you can call 855-948-8493 or visit missouri.wgu.edu. You can also use the code NOWFREE to submit your college application for free. Dr. Angie, thank you for joining us today. We hope she has a great day. We hope all of you have a great day too, St. Louis. And as we always say on Great Day Extra Live, we hope you stay extra, St. Louis. We'll see you later.